Hi, and welcome to my guide how to complete the Biohazard quest. The quest requirement is Plague City, and there are no stat requirements. Items needed. First off, I would like to apologize because at the end of the Plague City quest guide, I said that you needed to keep your gas mask because it's a requirement for the Biohazard quest. Well, apparently that's not true. I'm sorry, you may drop the gas mask, it is not needed for any other quests. What is required though is 10 GP. For the recommendations, I suggest you to bring a weapon to kill a level 16. For the combat restricted, you can use a cannon or 100% recoil damage also works. And also a minimum of 4 empty inventory slots. And since we need to run a lot during this quest, bring Boots of Lightness and do not bring anything unnecessary. For the teleports that I'm going to be using during this quest is one teleport to Falador. You could also replace this teleport with an additional 60 coins, but then you will need to walk like 3 minutes longer. Then I'm also going to be using one teleport to go to Varrock from Remington, and one teleport back to Ardougne from Varrock to complete this quest. Where we can start this quest is close to where we have started the Plague City quest. Also north of the East Ardougne castle. Go inside and talk to Elena. Let's select option 1. I will try to retrieve it for you. When she was captured during the Plague City quest, the mourners have confiscated her distillator, and it is needed to test the plague in West Ardougne. After we have agreed to help her, go outside and cross the river. Let's now go to the Ardougne northern bank. More specifically, the house just south of the Ardougne northern bank. In there, we will need to talk to Jericho, search in his cupboard, and take a pigeon cage from behind his house. Go into the house just south of the Ardougne northern bank. Once we're here, let's talk to Jericho. And after speaking to him, we will need to open and then search his cupboard to find some bird feed. Once we have this, go behind his house and pick up one pigeon cage. When we have the feed and the pigeon cage, let's go behind the Ardougne castle. So let's go back the way we came from. Behind the Ardougne castle, you'll see a watchtower and a wall of spears. Use your bird feed on the wall of spears named Watchtower, and then open your pigeon cage. Then run south where you can. On your way south, you may drop the pigeon cage, and between the West Ardougne wall and the Cornelius mansion there you'll find Omart. Let's select option 1. Okay, let's do it! When we're back in West Ardougne, let's go to the most northeastern house, or building. I think it's a building, not a house. And west of the most northeastern building, there you'll find a red dot. That red dot is a rotten apple. Pick it up. When you've picked up the apple, go a little bit east to the fence and check your minimap where there is a gate sign. There, click on the gate to go through. In the backyard, right-click and use the rotten apples on the cauldron next to you, and then exit the backyard. Again, by climbing over the fence. Next, we will need to make our way to the southeastern part of West Ardougne. southeast of the church. And southeast of the church, there is the nurse's office, or the doctor's office. And once we're here, let's open and search another cupboard to this time find a doctor's gown. Take it and return to the most northeastern building. Before attempting to open the door of the most northeastern house, first equip your doctor's gown, and only then the mortars will allow you inside. And once you're inside, let's enter the other room and go upstairs. There you'll find 2 level 60 mourners. Defeat either of them. You can either attack them directly, or you can talk to them and select any of the 3 options and they will also start attacking you. When you have defeated one of the 2 mortars, open the gate and then search the most northeastern crate to find a distillator. Next, let's go back outside via the front door and let's go back to Kilran in the southeastern corner. Make sure to close the door on your way out. We are done with the West Ardougne part in this quest. We no longer need the key and the doctor's gown. Make sure that you keep the distillator and bring this to Alina. When we're back at Kilran in the southeastern corner, let's talk to him and select the second option. Yes, I do. When we're back in East Ardougne, let's go north, back to Alina's place. Let's talk to Alina and hand over the distillator and she will test her plague sample. But the tests do not show anything, so she will ask you to bring the plague sample to Remington and Farrock. But the plague sample is very fragile, meaning that you cannot teleport with it. This includes all the teleports via magic, 3 spirits, and jewelry. Sailing is fine though. Now to make this foolproof, what I want you to do is drop the 3 vials and the plague sample and talk to Alina again and select the second option, saying that you've lost her stuff. This way you get another set of vials and 1 more plague sample. Then pick up the original dropped plague sample and 3 vials to have 2 of each. And when you do, let's go to the Ardougne Southern Bank. To allow yourself to teleport, you simply need to bank the plague samples. So that is what we're going to do in the Ardougne Southern Bank. The next location where we're going is Remington, so I'm going to bank the plague samples, teleport to Falador, and grab one plague sample from the Falador Eastern Bank again. If you don't want to teleport to Falador, then you can also take the boat right behind the bank to Brimhaven, costing 30 coins, then walk to Musa Point and take the boat to Port Sarim. From Port Sarim, just walk a little bit west to Remington. If you're going by boat, make sure that you bank at least one plague sample, and if you're going by the Falador teleport, make sure that you deposit both the plague samples. If you have deposited both plague samples, teleport to Falador, and let's go to the Eastern Bank to withdraw one again. Also, make sure that you bring one teleport to Varrock and one to Ardougne. If you're going by sail, then keep one plague sample in your inventory and bank the other one. And let's go to Remington. We will need to go to the chemist in Remington. He can be found in the building behind the general store, south of Melza's Maze. Here is the general store. Behind should be the big house of the chemist. Let's go inside and select option 2 twice. Do not mention the plague with the chemist. You're only able to talk to the chemist when you have a plague sample with you. Select the second option. It's okay, I'm a friend of Alina. Then select option 2 again. I just need some touch paper for a guy called Guidor or Gidor. I don't really know how to pronounce it. It's either Guide or Guy, because Guy is a very popular name in French. Alright, once we have some touch paper, our plague sample and our 2 of each vial, let's go outside to the Three Stooges and let's talk how the next step was supposed to be done. Normally, you should talk to Da Vinci and select option 1 to give him Athenia, because it's colorless and he won't be able to use it as paint. Then talk to Chansey and select option 2 to give him liquid honey because it's worthless and he can't sell it on the black market. And then talk to Hobbs and select option 3 to give him sulfuric bromine because it's poisonous and he will not drink it. But this is not really necessary if you have 2 vials of each. Let's teleport to Varrock. And yes, this will break the plague sample. But let's first enter the clothing store of Celia and buy 1 priest gown top and 1 bottom. Next, let's go to Varrock Eastern Bank and grab our second plague sample. Also in the bank, make sure that you bring 1 teleport to Ardougne. It seems that I'm missing 1 water rune. Next, when we have 1 or 2 of each vial, the touch paper, the plague sample, the priest gown top and bottom, as well as an Ardougne teleport, let's go to east of Aubrey's rune shop to the fenced off area. Now if you have only 1 of each vial, then stand north of the fence and drop them. Then enter the fenced off area, and from the inside you can telegraph these vials to smuggle them in. But if you have brought 2 vials of each, then open the gate and the guard will take 1 of each vial away, still leaving you with 1 of each. If you did this quest as it should be, then go to the Dancing Donkey and talk to the 3 Stooges, Da Vinci, Hobbs and Chansey. By talking to the 3, you will get your 3 vials back. Next, let's go into the southeastern house, equip our priest gown, top and bottom, and go into the second room. Let's talk to Gidor or Gaidor. Let's talk to him and then select option 1. I've come to ask for assistance in stopping a plague. Then select any option and do this twice. And after speaking to White Shirt guy, we will need to make our way back to Alina to basically complete our quest already. Let's talk to Alina, then afterwards we will need to talk to the king, and the quest is completed. And congratulations, you have completed the Biohazard quest. You are awarded with 3 quest points, the ability to use a combat training camp just north of Ardougne, where there are attack dummies and caged ogres. I think there's also a shop, I don't really remember which one. Also, you now have the ability to freely go through the Ardougne wall gate. And 1250 thieving experience. And last but not least, you've also completed a quest requirement for the follow-up quest, Underground Pass. When you have reported back to Alina what the guy in the white shirt has told us, Alina now wants us to report back to the king. Let's do so. Go to the East Ardougne castle, enter via the front door, climb the stairs and talk to King Lassus. Select option 1 that you don't understand to complete the Biohazard quest. King Lassus will confess to you that the plague is a lie. The reason for this is because the king of West Ardougne journeyed further westward, but was captured by the Dark Lord. To save his own life, he drank from the chalice of eternity. This corrupted him, and then he joined forces with the Dark Lord. The wall was built around West Ardougne not to stop the spread of a plague, but to stop potential forces of the Dark Lord. More about this storyline in the follow-up quest, Underground Pass. Okay, thanks, bye! By the way, you do not need these priest gowns anymore, these can be dropped.